Hey everybody, I'm Jenny Harkleroad. I am the owner of Balanced You, and people hire us to reprogram their minds for ultimate success. So today is Takeaway Tuesday, and I'm so excited about this topic today of the mind-body connection. I learned this lesson the hard way. My whole life, most of my life, I was struggling with chronic physical pain. And I always looked at what is wrong with my body? How come I have all these physical problems with my body? I never looked into the mind portion of it. And in 2013, I broke my back in a hiking accident, and I wanted to get better. And so I did chiropractor and acupuncture, massage and physical therapy and kinesiology and pain injections and pain pills, and finally major surgery when none of that was helping me. They put in rods and screws and a synthetic disc in my back, and I was struggling on a walker, barely getting around. And 7 months later, I still could not sit in a chair. So that had been almost 3 years from my accident. And I wanted to get better, and the doctors told me, I'm sorry, we've tried everything. You're kind of like a hopeless case. We don't know why you're in so much pain. You're just going to have to learn to live with this. And at that moment when they said that, it was kind of like if you've had a baby, you're in labor, and if they would tell you, I'm sorry, you're just going to be in labor for the rest of your life. You're like, no, that is not possible. The amount of pain is unbearable. I cannot be like this the rest of my life. That's how my back pain was. It was just non-stop burning pain. And so I decided I didn't care what it cost or what it took or where I had to go in the world. I was going to find an answer and get out of pain. I wanted my life back, and I wanted to feel peace in my own body. And so I started searching for answers and looking around, and thankfully I found a doctor literally in my own backyard, a mile from my house, and he introduced me to this mind-body connection. And he told me that the pain I was feeling in my body was actually emotional pain. Now, I thought he was crazy. I didn't understand the mind-body connection, but I didn't know what else to do. I had tried everything else. And so we started talking and figuring out what emotional pain I had in my life and tying it to the pain in my body. There's another doctor, his name's Dr. John Sarno. He has some amazing books out about this topic. And he worked for 25 years with over 10,000 chronic pain patients, and 90% of them got better just by realizing this mind-body connection. So here's what he tells you. He says, when you have pain, a headache, a stomach ache, and a stiff neck, you think you slept weird during the night. It could be something physical, but most often, probably 90% of the time, it's something emotional. Something subconscious that we're blocking. And as we block it, that emotion's coming up, and our body actually causes ischemia, a lack of blood supply to a certain part of the body, usually an old injured spot. And then we're like, this dang knee, why is it flaring up again? I can't believe it. That happened in high school and it's still bothering me. And we stop looking at our emotions because we're now focused on our body and on our pain. And so your takeaway for today is next time you feel pain, I want you to think about what emotion could I be blocking at this very moment when you feel the pain start? What's going on in my life? What am I nervous about, anxious about, worried about, frustrated about, mad about? What is going on in my life? And think about, is that why my knee hurts? And just making that connection 20% of the time, the pain will just go away. It's like your body, it's like this gig is up. We know the trick and we got you. The other 80% of the time, you might need to work with somebody like us at Balanced You, where we can help you figure out what is in the subconscious mind, why these pathways are causing pain, and change the perception so that you can have a life of peace and joy and ease and comfort. So your takeaway for this week is pay attention to your pain and tie it to your emotions and see if you can't make it disappear. I'm Jenny, owner of Balanced You.